Hello and welcome to my channel. Today I'm at another Landmark Trust holiday let, and this one is called Clytha Castle, and this one is awesome. I know I say that about a lot of them, but this is my 52nd stay, so number 52 of their properties, and I have found my new favourite. You wait till you see inside this property. This one is outstanding. I love this one. This is my favourite. And I'm here by accident, actually. Oh, over there is parking, and there's parking on the other side of the castle in the forecourt. I'll show you that in a minute. But I'm supposed to be at the bathhouse in Stratford-upon-Avon, near Arden Woods. Look at that view. But they cancelled it about 4 hours before. The housekeeper had called them up, saying that there's an alarm going off. Something to do with the sewage, I think. So they said to go online and see if there's any other properties available that I'd like to go to, or they'll issue a full refund. I mean, I have had it before. It doesn't happen very often, but they're very good. So you can book in confidence that if something goes wrong with the property, they'll try their best to do the right thing, right? So I chose this place. And this one's a bit more expensive. I paid £564 for the week, Monday to Friday, 4 nights to stay at the bathhouse. This one would have been £831. But of course there's no extra charge because this was their mistake on this time. So they're very good like that, so you can book with confidence with them. But you wait till you see inside this one. This one is absolutely amazing. This is my new favourite one. Because I've been to other castles now. I've even been to Ashley Castle. I did a video on that one. And that's like the 5-star luxury of Landmark Trust. Really expensive and lovely, but it's not homely. In my personal opinion, this one, they've nailed it. They've just got it right. It's a massive building. Huge rooms, big long corridors, loads of stairs, but it feels like a home. Honestly, I could live here. This is my favourite. I absolutely love it. There's more parking out here. There's tons of parking here, really. So, not even a problem for my van. Well, there's the outside. Now comes the best bit. You actually see inside. Over there in that end one, that's just where the recycling bins are, rubbish and all that. So that one's not actually in use. That's just a bit of a wall. The property is all in this lot. And you can go up on the roof as well and look around at the amazing views and that. So let's take you inside. Nice long corridor, even echoes. Right, this is the kitchen. All double height ceilings. It's massive in here, it is. So you got a nice big dining table with 6 chairs, other little chairs scattered around if you want guests and that. Nice privacy, you just got woodland around you. Got a proper fridge freezer in this one, along with a dishwasher as well. And there's your cooker, your sink, your kettle, your toaster, your microwave, and obviously the cupboards are full of everything you need. Plates, pots, pans, whatever. So this is a very well equipped kitchen and it's beautiful. The old flagstones on the floor. It's got a real good feel to it, this place has. This is my new favourite. Right, well, there's the kitchen anyway. Right, let's take you down the corridor. Oh, this door does open actually, and you can come in from where we walked around. So you can come in this door as well if you want to. Yeah, good looking door. Right, anyway. Go down this corridor. Oh, I love the way they've kept all the real old like stone windows. Anyway, and then you come through here. There's the staircase, but first of all, I'll show you the living room in a minute. The living room's awesome. You come in here, there's a little hallway bit, and on the side here you got a little toilet and sink place. So that's quite nice in there. Oop. And then in here, you got the bathroom. Well, one of the bathrooms anyway. Big, spacious bathroom. You got a full-size bath, and you got a shower, which is awesome. That shower, I've used that one. I haven't used the other one yet. I will do. And there's your sink over there. So nice, big, spacious bathroom. Really warm as well for such a big property. It's very warm. And this is one of the double bedrooms. So there's a double bed. This is the smallest bedroom. And you get bigger as you go up the stairs. You can't use that fireplace. You can only use the one in the living room. The views get better as well as you go higher up. The views from the other double bedroom are outstanding. Anyway, this is the small double bedroom. That's where I spent the night last night. Right, and you've got your own bathroom. And if we come through here, I'll take you in the living room now and then work my way up. Yeah, this is lovely. This is sitting here in the evening with the fire going. Yeah, it's beautiful. All double height, big spacious rooms. All comfy seats as well. This door opens as well, so you can walk out. Table and chairs there. There's another bench over there underneath that big old tree, which you can climb up if you want to risk it and sit on the branches. The views look even better the higher up we go. Another one of those big studded doors. I like that. Anyway, in this cupboard, I'll quickly show you. There's just board games, jigsaws, lots of things to, you can sit around and do in the evening if you like that sort of thing. Anyway, that's the living room. This is what I mean, it feels so homely. I mean, you come in here, you wouldn't think you were in a castle, would you? To me, it feels like homely. I like this, it's lovely. I could live here. Right, then you got the stairs. Not everyone would like these stairs. They are quite steep and narrow stairs. But anyway, come in here. Ooh. Corridors. And then in here we got the other bathroom. Toilet, sink, obviously you can't use that fire. This one's got a bath and one of those hand showers. Quite nice. Quite like the tiles actually. And that just looks out onto part of the castle. So there's that bathroom, and then down here we got the twin room. And again, you can't use that fireplace, only the one in the living room. I won't be using this room, but nice and warm in here. Quite a nice looking room. Right then. And now the other double bedroom. That must be a store cupboard because you can't go in that one. That must be for the housekeepers. Now it's only a few more steps. And yeah, this is where I'll be tonight. This double room. Yeah, this is lovely, this is. Again, you can't use that fire, only the one in the living room. I do like double height rooms. Yeah, I really do. I don't know why, I just... So this is Clytha Castle. It's up near, like, in Monmouthshire area, up in Wales. It was built in 1790 to 1793 by William Jones. It's grade 1 listed. I'll take you up these steps. The architect was John Davenport. And the castle was abandoned in 1948. And then Landmark got the lease in 1973. And it's been a holiday let ever since 1974. Until there was further repairs in 1992 to 1993. And then there was further repairs again in 2007. So it's an ongoing project, I think this one is. If you come through this little little dwarf door, crouch down and get through. The walls are quite high here, so you've got to be quite tall to see over them, but you've just got views of the countryside and that. You can hear traffic every now and then because you're not actually that far from a road, but you got the feeling of being in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, so you can come up here. Probably really nice in the summer. It's actually quite nice today, even though it's the beginning of December. Quite lucky with the weather, again. I was at the last place I went to last week. Oh, that's lovely here. This is my favourite. It was on my list of places to come. It really was. I was going to book it for 2027, but as it is, I'm here now. So it all worked out all right. Because obviously things go wrong sometimes, but at least you know you can book with confidence with the Landmark Trust that they're not just gonna, fob you off, and I think they do their best to find you somewhere else. Even if it's more expensive, they foot the cost, they don't charge you anything extra because it's their mistake. Or they'll give you a full refund, so yeah. Doesn't happen very often. Like I said, this is number 52 for me. The 52nd property I've stayed in. It's the 3rd time it's happened, so, and every time there's been a really good outcome. Oh, I'll show you the living room again. Ah, this is lovely, this is. I'll say some about the history of the place in a minute. Yeah. And it is really surprisingly warm, actually. I did not expect it to be this warm. Not for such a big old place. Like. And there's the lovely kitchen. God, blimey, nearly 1/4 of an hour already. It's going to be a long video. That's because I like this place, isn't it? Yeah, so like I said, there's loads of parking. 3 or 4 cars easy. I'll put my van over there so it's out of sight. Don't want to look out the window. Look at your cars, do you? This place is just, like I said, for the rubbish and everything, but still pretty cool. Yeah, got the old stone windows there still, they kept them. Nice coming in old shells sometimes. And I'll quickly show you, before doing the history of the property, there is signs around here, so I would say there's obviously walks you can go on right from your doorstep, because you've got these signs right outside your house, so you can walk there or there. And down there, I don't know if you can see, I'm not going to walk all the way down there, but there's another sign, and it's got those yellow arrows on it, so it's part of some kind of national walking path, I would have said. But there's signs everywhere about please respect the privacy of the guests that stay here and that, so people know they're not to come in here. And I've seen pictures of people, they go up here and they sit up there and read and whatever have you. And it's up to you if you want to risk that. If you fall out, it's your fault. But yeah, you can if you want. But this is a lovely part of the country as well, a lovely area. Anyway, that is Clytha Castle in Monmouthshire in Wales. My favourite landmark trust property so far. Outstanding. I love it. I could live here. Erected in the year 1790 by William Jones of Clyther House, husband of Elizabeth, last surviving child of Sir William Morgan of Tredegar. It was undertaken with the purpose of relieving a mind afflicted by the loss of a most excellent wife, to the memory of whose virtues this tablet is dedicated. There's a tablet above the door as you enter this property that explains who this was built for. So he built it for his wife, who sadly passed away. This most affecting folly, which we lease from the National Trust, stands on the summit of a small hill with far-reaching views, and at the edge of a grove of old chestnuts. It was designed by a little-known architect and garden designer, John Davenport, perhaps with help from his client. Besides being an eye-catcher, the castle was used for grand picnics and also as a retreat. The square tower contains fine rooms on both floors. The circular room in the south turret is a kitchen, dining room, looking out onto the clearing in the woods, where if you are lucky, you might just see deer going about their business in the undergrowth. From the roof, you look out across the lovely Usk Valley, a sure cure for an afflicted mind. Yeah, this is a beautiful area. I love it. That's just what it says in the Landmark Trust handbook about the property. So, if you want to come here, when you look about it, that's what you can read. But this is an amazing building. I love it. This is my favourite one I've ever been to. I highly recommend this one. I can't say how anyone couldn't love this building. It's amazing. After the death of his wife in 1787, William Jones consoled himself by creating an ideal landscape at Clyther, the estate he had bought some years earlier near his family home in Lanarth. The castle was the most important new addition, begun in 1790 and completed 2 years later, as the tablet on its front clearly states. It was built as a memorial to a beloved spouse and a happy marriage. It was also intended as an ornament to be seen from his house, and a place from which to enjoy spectacular views over the surrounding countryside. To help him realise his plans, William Jones commissioned a garden designer and architect from Shropshire called John Davenport. Davenport had worked at several houses in Gloucestershire, notably at Dalesford, where he built an orangery for Warren Hastings, which has a similar Gothic character to Clytha Castle. The castle is a far more imaginative and accomplished building, however, and it may be that William Jones himself helped with its design. William Jones was very closely involved in all the building works on his estate, and being a methodical person, kept detailed accounts in his own hand of everything that went on. The entries for the castle start early in 1790, with payments for stone hauled up the hill in wagons. The rough stone for the walls came from nearby, but Bath stone for the parapets had to be shipped across the Bristol Channel and then up the Usk to Newbridge, from where it was transported overland. As work progressed, entries appeared for scaffolding, and then in June for timber and slates. By April 1791, plasterers were at work, as well as carpenters and a specialist joiner, perhaps making Gothic windows and doors. Quantities of lime continued to arrive and lead for gutters. In 1791, William Jones started to plan the decoration of what he referred to as the lodging rooms, the two large rooms in the main tower. There are payments for silk and French chintz, for paintings, for the chimney pieces, and finally for Gothic-style furniture, from Mayhew and Ince of London. In 1792 came the finishing touches, painting and paper hanging, and fitting stair rods. The final bill for the work was £3,823. Less than £4,000 to build an entire big castle. Anyway, Mr. Jones died in 1805 and left the Clyther estate to his great-nephew, another William Jones. William Jones the Younger demolished old Clyther House and built the present Greek Revival House, designed by Edward Haycock and completed about 1828. In 1862, William Jones assumed or reassumed the name of Herbert, from which ancient family the Joneses of Lanarth and Clyther descended. He died in 1885, leaving the estate to his son, Reginald. Reginald had no son, but his second daughter, Gladys Herbert, lived at Clyther Park until she passed the house to the Welsh office about 1950. In its original use, Clytha Castle provided a destination for walks and for picnic parties. William Jones may also have slept in here sometimes. In the 19th century, extra rooms were added to the main tower to make a very unusual estate cottage. Whoever lived here had also to act as caretaker for the main rooms. From 1936 until 1947, the gamekeeper, Mr. Price, and his family were the tenants. His daughter, Mrs. Olwyn Smith, was for many years the landmark's housekeeper. She described for us the castle as she knew it. Even then, the sitting room was kept for Miss Herbert's private use, and she often used to spend an hour or two there during her walks around the estate. The estate is now owned by the National Trust, which leased the castle in 1973 to the Landmark Trust. Well, there we go. There's a brief little bit of history about the castle.